What is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday, and welcome back to the No Counts Given podcast, your premier place for all things dance. I'm your host, Kyle, and welcome. It is Tuesday. It is a big week, and I know we're feeling it. I know everyone is feeling the weekend that is about to be ahead of us. I always get excited for UDA College Nationals because it kicks off the entire national season from like January up until April. May, beginning of May, we still have like major competitions going on in the all-star realm. But it just really kicks off a very exciting weekend. And I'm excited. And we're going to talk about not UDA, but we're going to talk about the weekend here coming up. But first, let's talk about what's on the docket for today. We are going to be talking about the rankings. I just got the January results, which means we are now, listen, I struggle with this word, cumulative. Cumulative. I'm going to say averages because I struggle with this word. But we have 3 months down of the rankings. So, in order to be eligible for these prizes, teams had to at least do 3 of these rankings, and we did have some that did do 3. There is still another one for February, so don't worry. But we are going to talk about these scores that are upon us, these top teams that are upon us, and then we're going to look over into. Listen, there was a lot of DTU competitions going on over this past weekend. There were 4 competitions going on. I comprised all of the varsity hip hop, all of the varsity palm scores, and we are going to be talking about these top 5 scores in each of those divisions. Now, I want to make it very clear. It's just all varsity palm, all varsity hip hop. Whether you competed small or large, I included your scores all together. This weekend, you heard me say it last week, I'm going to be in Miami. It is the Florida State Championships with Dance Team Union. Give me 1 second. I have my heater right here next to me because it is a very cold morning. It's burning my arm. So let's just turn that down a little bit. I'm going to be in Miami this weekend. I'm going to be hanging out both Saturday and Sunday at the Florida State Championships with Dance Team Union. We're going to have the no counts given, step and repeat up there. Come and take pictures. Come and say hi. Come and do all of the things. I don't know if I actually have 2 more things. I don't know if I should be saying this either this early, but I'm very excited for it. And I want you guys to keep an eye out for what is about to come. But you might be seeing some no counts given merch coming out very soon. That's all I'm going to say. Keep an eye out. Last thing, Dance Team Union Nationals. We are, okay, what is today? January 13th, this episode goes out. We're less than a month away. I think we're 3 weeks out from Nationals. 3 weeks out from Nationals, okay? I saw the schedule. I saw the block schedule. I saw the actual performance schedule. I get like chills thinking about how intense some of these divisions are really going to be. Like varsity palm, all sizes, insane. Hip hop, insane. Okay. And there's just some exciting changes that are going to be happening. I got to hear a little bit about them today. I'm not going to spoil them because not my business, but keep an eye out because oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. 3 weeks away. It's going to be a time. It's going to be a time. The things that are in store for nationals, nobody is ready for. Nobody is ready for. The things that you've been seeing on social media is just like a small little snippet of what is in store. And I feel so lucky that I get to just hear about it and not tell you guys. Like I get to gatekeep information. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. But first, I have to thank my sponsors, and we have a new sponsor today, which I'm very excited about. We get to throw them in today's episode. I will say we did already announce them on social media. Okay, so thank you to our sponsors, Rebel Athletics. Every single Tuesday is sponsoring our episodes, and I just feel I can't be more thankful of the support that that we receive. No counts given. From Rebel, and that would not be possible without all of the listeners that we have, our supporters, all the people that follow us. So thank you. Dance Team Union, you guys know I love DTU. DTU, without them, this wouldn't be possible, the podcast, quite frankly. And last but not least, our amazing sponsor that we have today as well, Sharpen Up Dance Team Training. When your dancers expect the best, Rebel Athletics delivers. Rebel Athletics creates show-stopping dance costumes that just don't look incredible. They're engineered to every turn, every leap, every single count. Every costume is made with Rebel level fabrics, so your dancers get unmatched comfort, durability, and flexibility. They'll feel confident, supported, and ready to take on any stage. When you choose Rebel, you're choosing elevated craftsmanship, luxury materials, and innovative and customizable design details that truly set your program apart. For dancers who are serious about excellence, Rebel's premium costumes deliver the performance, elegance, and prestige your dancers deserve. And if you really want to take your look to the next level, meet Rebel's Supernova crystals. These patented crystals use cutting edge technology to create out of this world brilliance and precision, giving your costumes the sparkle like no other. And the perfect finishing touch, Rebel can create custom makeup palettes that are long lasting, cruelty free, and perfectly matched to your dancer's costumes. Each dancer's items arrive individually packaged and labeled, so there's no sorting to do, making distribution fast, easy, and stress free. Want to learn more? Explore our 2025-2026 dance lookbooks at rebelathleticsdance.com and start designing your best season yet. The Rocky Mountain Pop Up Summit is back for year two. Join us March 1st, 2026 at Cherokee Trail High School in Aurora, Colorado for a one-day recruiting experience with real impact. Dancers of classes 2026 to 2029 will connect with college coaches, practice audition skills, and receive meaningful feedback. Recruiters attend at no cost. Parents and coaches gain insight to support their dancer. Add the Golden Hour VIP experience and a free Sharpen Up movement band training class. Rocky Mountain Pop-Up Summit, where preparation meets opportunity. All right, you guys, first we're going to look at the rankings. Okay, we're diving into hip hop, we're diving into pom, we're diving into jazz, all varsity. Okay, now again, I want to make it very clear that these scores that I'm about to show you are not the ones that they just received here in January, okay? These are going to be actually November, December, and January ranking scores averaged out, okay? In order to receive your prize, you have to do 3 rankings events. And here are those teams that did those events. First, we're going to start with Dakota Varsity Pom. We've Listen, I've covered them before. I've talked about them several times on this show, and this is exactly why. Dakota Varsity Pom brings a level of excellence that I really don't think a lot of teams can. Now, I'm not saying that all of these teams listed here are not bringing that level of excellence because that's where I would be wrong. Rochester and Anchor Bay are 2 teams that are fighting for that first place, clearly. The separation is short of that margin, but we have to remember that these averages matter, okay? So even if Anchor Bay, in theory, were to receive that 91.27 like Dakota Palm did in February, it still might be a very close match to say that Anchor Bay or Rochester is going to get that first place here in Varsity Palm. Some teams I'm very excited to see right now in this lineup is Little Shoot and Presentation, Stevenson Ford United, 3 teams that I have been very eager to see. Now, Stevenson Ford United, I am going to say I am a little surprised at that 85.22. I do think that Stevenson Ford United brings a level of excellence that these top teams in that 89-90 also bring. I think Stevenson Ford United could sharpen up like in their motions, have a little bit more clarity and challenge the patterning of their feet a little bit more throughout their routine, so that way it's just not arm choreography but also giving us some combos with those feet as well too. However, this lineup of teams is pretty great, and those top 3, I like to see them there. Actually, I would say this top 8, I just like to see them there in general. I'm just very happy to see that these teams are working hard and they're being rewarded for it, and we're seeing that in these scores. And for the first time ever, Prodigy Dance Convention comes to Dance Team Union Nationals. Get ready to elevate your performance and your future. Prodigy Convention blends elite training with real recruitment access. Explore jazz, hip hop, pom, technique, acro, plus chances to unlock one-on-one time with college recruiters. But what makes this event truly special is its home at DTU Nationals, hosted by Dance Team Union, an organization built to be bold, be authentic, be you. DTU was founded to bring a fresh coach and dancer focused approach to competition. They prioritize artistry along with technique, providing feedback that helps your team grow, not just compete. and foster a positive, inclusive atmosphere where each dancer is seen and valued. And now you have your chance to stand out. Registration is open, spots are limited. Go to danceteamunion.com to register and get ready to shine on February 5th at DTU Nationals in Orlando, Florida. Your story starts here. Let's look over at Varsity Jazz for a second. We have Anchor Bay at that first place. We have Rochester at that second. We have Dakota at that 88.77. What do we notice? The same three top teams in Palm as well too. It's good to see Anchor Bay here, especially because they're hanging on in that third place in Palm. It's nice to see them here in that first place in Jazz. Now Rochester, they are just delivering time after time after time again, and so it's nice to see them in this top three. I'm not gonna lie, I would like to see them top one. I love this jazz routine that they bring. It is creative, it is innovative, it is artistic, but they also have a level of technique that a lot of these varsity technical teams aren't bringing, and I think that does say something for the work ethic that this team does have. Anchor Bay's routine is also creative, it's also artistic, it's also fun, do not get me wrong. I think what Anchor Bay has that Rochester is lacking is just the emotional connection to the music. Another team I'm very happy to see here is Napa High School, my California friends. What's up, Napa? I'm actually very excited because I'm going to be seeing Napa next weekend. Stay tuned. All right, let's look over at Varsity Hip Hop. We have Palisades Park in that first place with that 90.45. We have seen them deliver time and time again from November to December to January. Grant is one that I think I was sleeping on a little bit, and I need to show a little bit more appreciation. So I'm excited to see Grant here in that 90.38. However, I want to look at Fort Walton Beach High School Stars. They proved me wrong. My first rankings episode, I was questioning, I believe it was either the second half or the first half of their routine. They're delivering and they are not holding back. They are giving us all of the textures and grooves and visuals and attack that I think belongs in a hip hop division. However, Palisades Park is just delivering a level of true hip hop fundamentals, textures, formation changes, isolations that I think that's what's holding them up to that first place right now. I can't say Grant is any different. I mean, they're what, a point 0.7 away from each other or 0.07 away from each other. So Grant also is delivering that same level of excellence. What is it that is keeping Palisades Park in that first place? It's the cell. If you're asking me, anytime you have a close margin like this, 0.07, there is a difference between the buy-in and the sell. Are the judges buying in because you're selling it well enough, or are they placing you in that second place because they're saying, we think you could sell it more? Okay, now we're going to look into the top 5 scores from this past weekend. Now, we're going back into that Varsity Palm. This is from January 10th and 11th weekend. Dakota, we just talked about them. Okay, Rochester, we just talked about them. And that third, fourth, and fifth, we have Indian Hills, we have Raymore Peculiar, and we have Academy of Holy Angels, all in that 90 plus score, which I like to see. Okay, I love to see these 90s being delivered to these teams, especially when they've earned it, right? And they're showing that by staying true to the score sheet, following the score sheet. If a judge is commenting on something competitions ago that was appropriately fixed, we moved on, and now we're getting in that 90 frame, right? So in Palm, I do expect that because Palm is something that dance team focuses on, right? Like if you're offering Palm in your organization or in your program, you most likely have some sort of specialty to that Palm where you're able to train these teams to understand those fundamentals. Now, when we look over to hip hop, we don't quite see that. Okay, Academy of Holy Angels being in that 88, Palisades Park 88, Gardner Edgerton in that 88, Millard West in that 88. Then we have Westview in that 90.93. Now let's talk about Westview for a second, okay? Because from the opening count, there was no question who was going to own this floor. Hip hop techniques sat at the top, difficulty pushed the ceiling, and overall movement quality stayed razor sharp from start to finish. Now, every caption told the same exact story. Execution of style was authentic and grounded. Spacing and transitions were clean, efficient, never rushed, never cluttered. Musicality was a standout. Accents hit with precision, textured, matched that you get it, right? What truly elevated Westview was clarity of their concept. Now, the results, top rankings across every single major caption, three judges, all placing them in first, and a 90.93 that reflected dominance. No debate at all. Going into Millard West. Now, I'm going to be honest, I have not seen Millard West. I did not take a look at Millard West. I have a lot of videos I have to review from this past weekend, but I did see that Millard West followed me on Instagram. I think this was like 2 days ago. So I'm going to have to check you guys out. Thanks for the support. And then Gardner Edgerton, Palisades Park, right? So all very close margins, that 88.03 to 88.60. So each of those scores, they're going to tell a different story, but Westview clearly told the best story of the weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of the No Counts Given podcast. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. If you are a coach, a dancer, a choreographer, an athletic director, if you're any of the above, and you are competing this weekend, whether that's at a DTU competition, whether you're going to UDA College Nationals, whether you have a West Coast Elite, whatever the competitions are, I hope that you are taking the time for yourself to reflect on your journey and appreciate not just all of the ups, but the downs as well too, because that is what builds successful. Oh, there goes band. That's what builds successful teams that are going to persevere, whether you're on the floor or off the floor. I wish everyone the best of luck this weekend. I hope that there's no stress. I'm happy that there's no leaked video so far. And I'm not. No, I'll save it for Tuesday or Thursday. Have a great rest of your guys' day. Like, subscribe, and follow the No Counts Given podcast. Bye.